Recently, my pager received a message from a netizen. He found a miniature waterfall. It was constantly swaying like a snake, but there was no wind at the time. The water flow also didn't encounter any obstacles. Why did it suddenly start vibrating in the middle? And the amplitude was getting bigger and bigger, sprinkling to both sides? While I was wondering, the pager suddenly made a strange noise. Another netizen sent me a message. He saw someone covering the mouth of a glass bottle with a gauze net. After filling it with water, they covered it with cardboard and turned it upside down. Slowly removed the cardboard. They found that the water was actually trapped by the gauze net. Even inserting a toothpick through the mesh into the water didn't cause a leak. It's quite perplexing. Before I could think it through, the pager made that strange noise again. Then it exploded strangely. It seemed to imply that there was some kind of connection between these two videos. So, let's analyze the bizarre miniature waterfall first. Generally speaking, after water flows smoothly out of a narrow slit, it can maintain laminar flow within a certain falling distance, thus forming a stable, clear water curtain. But let's imagine. Suppose the laminar water curtain maintains a constant downward speed, then place a vibrating deflector plate inside it. Just a gentle vibration. Without disrupting the laminar flow, you can cause the water curtain to have undulation. Observe the downward waves carefully. At any moment, at the peak and trough of the waves, the surface tension of the water curtain just has the greatest horizontal lateral resultant force. This forces the water flow in the water curtain to deflect back towards the vertical direction. Therefore, when the water curtain falls at a constant speed, due to the continuous dissipation of vibration energy, the amplitude of the waves will constantly converge under the constraint of surface tension. Hence, to create water curtain waves, you must first have a vibration source. And to make the wave amplitude increase, the water flow must have more kinetic energy to resist the restraint of surface tension. Based on this, let's look at the video taken by the netizen. Although it was shot with a pager, the quality is not great, but you can still faintly see the water at the exit. There are slight undulations on the surface. It turns out that when the water flow in the narrow slit reaches the edge of the exit, it will be restrained by the viscous force of the wall and fall down the wall. This causes the exit flow velocity to decrease. The water level in the slit rises, so the hydraulic gradient increases, the flow velocity increases. The water has more kinetic energy. It breaks free from the viscous force restraint and separates. At this time, the drainage speed suddenly increases. It also lowers the water level. The flow rate slows down, leading to the water flow being unable to separate and continuing to flow down the wall. Therefore, the water level in the narrow slit fluctuates, and the intermittent separation of the water flow at the exit occur alternately, causing the water curtain at the exit to oscillate repeatedly. It becomes the vibration source. Because the water curtain falls a short distance at this time, the speed is slower. This makes the dimensionless number that characterizes the ratio of water flow inertial force to surface tension. Its value is very small. This indicates that the inertial force of the water curtain is still unable to counteract surface tension. Therefore, within a certain falling distance, the wave shape of the water curtain is mainly constrained by surface tension, making the amplitude change not obvious. But the Weber number is proportional to the square of the flow velocity, and inversely proportional to the surface tension coefficient. Therefore, when the water curtain falls to a certain height, the Weber number will increase to the critical value, causing the wave shape to be dominated by inertial force. So when the water flow changes direction, the increased inertial force begins to suppress surface tension, pushing the wave amplitude to diverge and expand outward. As the water curtain falls faster, the Weber number will quickly increase to far greater than 1, making the influence of surface tension negligible. In this way, the water flow completely breaks free from the constraint of the wave shape, splitting and scattering to both sides. It is evident that the smaller the Weber number, the more significant the influence of surface tension on the water flow motion. Based on this, someone came up with an experiment covering the mouth of a bottle with gauze. Fill it with half a bottle of water, then use cardboard to block the mouth of the bottle. Turn it upside down. After the water surface stabilizes, slowly remove the cardboard. At this time, the sinking leaf surface allows more space for the converging flat bottom, leading to some negative pressure in the upper air, but not enough to suck up the weight of the water. Observing the mouth of the bottle, we find it's the water surface at the bottom, using the gauze as a supporting frame, deforming and bulging out from the tiny mesh downwards. It's these tiny bulging water surfaces, relying on the upward resultant force of surface tension, holding up the water above. If you gently shake the bottle, you will find, when the water column vibrates slightly, due to a very small Weber number, its inertial force cannot counteract surface tension. Therefore, it cannot break through the water film and leak downwards. Similarly, insert a toothpick through any mesh. The tiny deformed water surface supported by this mesh can rely on surface tension to continue to hold up the weight of the water above. Thus, we can see, surface tension only works when the water flow is weak, like when it is acting as a sealant. Once the water flow becomes strong, it will disappear without a trace. Thank you all for watching until the end, and thanks to Wenmian for their support. To avoid disrupting the video viewing, for the first time, a merchant has proactively requested to place their advertisement at the end. Their pillows are super comfortable. If I asked you all if you wanted to fall asleep faster, sleep more soundly and deeply, wake up without yawning, of course, you would. So, you should definitely try the pillow I sleep on. You won't feel sleepy after waking up anymore. It's truly so comfortable. After trying it myself, with my family and many friends, upon waking up, energy is clearly abundant. No yawning. If you don't believe me, look at my sleep score now. It's increased by dozens compared to before. I sleep more soundly now. I also wake up more energetic. I used to have difficulty falling asleep for 3 to 4 days a week. I would even be awake for an hour after going to bed. I would wake up from the sound of the toilet flushing in the middle of the night. Light sleep, tossing and turning. The next day, my eyes were swollen. I felt listless at work. If you are the same, don't miss this sleep-enhancing pillow. It can effectively improve your sleep quality. Don't look at the strange shape. This is mentioned in sleep textbooks. A shape that is more in line with the physiological curve of the neck can promote deep sleep. Another book also mentions the quality of a pillow can directly affect sleep quality. Therefore, using the right pillow is important. Want to sleep soundly and comfortably? You must be able to sleep stably in various positions. Using a Wenmian sleep-enhancing pillow, your head will naturally sink into the indentation in the middle of the pillow core, instantly providing all-around wrapping for your head and neck. Made to fully distribute pressure, stable support, comfortable protection. Accompany you to sleep soundly until dawn. Wake up feeling refreshed and energetic. Look at their sales. And so many repeat customers. This shows that the sleep-enhancing pillow is effective. If you are not used to it, don't worry using their products. If you can't fall asleep quickly, or can't sleep more soundly, or if it deflates or collapses, you can get a free replacement within 2 years. Even after 2 years, you can trade it in for a new one at half price. Pillows that cost $700 to $800 in department stores are only $400 and something in the store. Get a coupon in the comments section now. You can get it for $269 directly. Students with poor sleep should pay more attention to this sleep-enhancing pillow. Fall asleep faster. Sleep more soundly. You will feel refreshed and energized after waking up. I sincerely recommend you all to try it. National Day is coming soon. Hurry up and get one for yourself and your parents.